Hi, welcome to the learners community. I am Shubhendra Parihar and going to discuss a very critical aspect of digital marketing, and you must have heard, and that is search engine optimization. Although I cannot explain this all the important aspects of search engine optimization at one go or in one particular small video, but definitely it's a introductory video and we are going to begin with the journey for learning this search engine optimization. So let us start talking about this what is search engine optimization. So let us begin with that basically we need to learn that how this analogy of this internet that works. Suppose I ask you to reach to a particular place, definitely you will be asking me certain kind of clues, certain kind of this locations or the signals to reach to that place. Similarly, that once you are hosting your website or searching any content, definitely that Google or any search engine, it also needs that kind of this signals, links or the locations, and accordingly that creates a kind of this impression that exactly that what is the most appropriate that content or image or particular video which you are going to search, that should reflect on this your search query page, and that is search engine result page. So let us begin with this a small introduction of understanding this how basically internet works or how search engine works. So what is the important aspect is, first is Google itself, they do the kind of this indexing for all sort of that content which users they have generated and uploaded, and that lot of this content that has to be crawled against any kind of this query which has been made by the other user. So SEO, search engine optimization, is a kind of this program which helps to detecting these items in database that resembles to the keywords or characters specified by the user when searching someone's, especially on this internet. Once I say keywords, keywords is nothing but that what a particular word or a couple of these words which you have typed on this search engine, that is basically a keyword. If you look at this history of this search engines, so in late 90s, Page as well as the Brin, they were working on their own search engine, and they were the first to basically use the links as a signal of authority and the trust. And when Google was finally released, it quickly became this the most favored search engine because of the kind of the search results and the kind of this expectations of this users they have given, the kind of the information that was phenomenal. So how SEO work? Google is really just a pattern detection program, and when you search for a keyword phrase, Google is going to provide you with the list of the websites that matches the pattern that relates to the search. So most people don't realize that when they do searching for something on the Google, they are not actually searching on the live web. They are actually searching on the Google's index of this web and the stored copy of that sites on that Google. So basically Google has indexed all sort of this relevant information, and once we are searching anything on this internet, definitely what Google can access and that particular information that has been indexed, that will be viewed by us. So crawling as well as the indexing, these are the two important concepts which we need to understand in the context of learning that what is search engine optimization and how it works. So crawling, or this how this Google discovers content on that internet. Google uses little programs that are the spiders to the crawl of the web, and the spiders are how this Google actually discovers the content. Basically, a spider will start on a page and check out of this all the content on that particular page, and then it follows the links on that particular page and again looks that all kind of the information which is given on those links, and finally that spider keeps crawling at this very mind-blowing kind of this massive information, and that finally represent on this search engine result page. And indexing, that is this how Google stores that crawled content. So as the spider crawls all that pages, a copy is stored on the Google server, and this is a Google index, and it's stored in a way that allows Google to quickly search through the billions of the pages in the index. And when you search for a certain phrase or a particular Google, that checks the index to get a list of this every page that is related to your search phrase. So crawling and indexing, these are the very two important concepts by which this Google works against any query which it receives, and that reflects into the search engine result page. So these are the two very fundamental aspects on the basis of that search engine that works and produce the kind of this information on the search engine result page which is desired by any user. So here is where ranking comes into that play, and this is the part of that SEO that work to influence. So Google uses an algorithm, and to look at the list of the pages, it just pulled from the index and ranked the pages based on the relevancy. Because if relevancy of that the desired information is not there, definitely it will not be of use for that particular query or the user who is looking for a relevant kind of the information. But this relevancy as well as the relevant score, there are the n number of the parameters that works to decide upon this, what is the most relevant content and which has to be displayed against a particular query. Ranking, that how Google's algorithm prioritize that index pages. So let us say you did a search for, say, omelette recipe. So Google is going to search and index, come up with the list of every website with a recipe for this omelette. Then it is going to use this algorithm to sort the list so that the most relevant site will be at the top. So there are this hundreds of this ranking factors, and each with this different assigned weight or value. And the algorithm with the look at this few hundreds of this different factors that influence basically the relevancy. So there are n number of this factors and n number of the sites which are discussing the recipe of this omelette, but overall this quality of the content which is the most relevant, that will be appeared in front of that user. So when we do say that SEO, we are hoping to influence those relevancy scores. So once we are doing this optimizing that particular content, it means we are basically influencing that relevancy score. So against any sort of that query, against that any kind of the keyword which has been typed or voiced by that user, and that should reflect into the search engine result page. And it's obvious that if we are not getting a chance to appear on this search engine result page, how this user will reach to us, and definitely it will hamper this visibility as well as this traffic to our web page or our website. So we know that if we optimize the right signals, Google's algorithm will decide that the page is more relevant. And that is, it's better answer to the question being asked and show that page higher than the other options in the index. So search engine result page and its layout, we need to understand. So suppose you simply type something on the search engine, and you see that within milliseconds you will be getting this page which is open up, and initially you will be getting certain kind of the paid ads, advertisements will be there, and then there will be a kind of this snippets, and finally there will be this organic kind of this searches, and at the right hand you may also be looking certain kind of this advertisements. So this is a very you say this typical kind of this search engine result page that reflects after any of this query which we have made on this search engine. So it's a beginning, and you must be able to understand exactly this what I am talking about here when I am saying that what is search engine optimization. So in next videos, definitely we'll go to the nuances of this search engine optimization, and we'll try to learn exactly this how that content can be optimized. Thank you.